Check, check. Testing 1, 2. Huh? You don't have to, no, if you don't want to.
Good morning, this is Kids on Cathedral.
welcome you to the TRIA Rink here in downtown St. Paul as we get ready for game number 1 of the very first ever Catholic Cup Showcase presented by American Family Insurance. Our first game of the day features the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders and the Totino Grace Eagles in what is sure to be a fun contest. The Totino Grace Eagles, of course, moving up to the AA level this season, and the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders are the defending Class A champs. They won it last year at the XL Energy Center in St. Paul. This is the first of 4 games here at the TRIA Rink today. We'll have our next contest will be the Academy of Holy Angels against Holy Family Catholic, and then we'll have Cretin-Derham Hall and Benilde St. Margaret's at 4:30. That second game will be at 2, and then Cretin and Benilde will play at 4:30. And then we'll round things off with St. Thomas Academy and Hill Murray in our nightcap. So sure to be a fun day of hockey here in St. Paul as we're officially underway. Early chance right in front for the Totino Grace Eagles, but St. Cloud Cathedral reverses the other way as Hiltner comes into the zone, sends it across, and this one will go back up to the point for Reed Bogenholm for the Crusaders. Now back down the other way. This will be in early icing here, as it will be against Totino Grace. So we'll go back down to the other end. Busy day here at MNHockey.tv. We'll have 8 different games streaming throughout the day. We'll have a couple of really good ones tonight from Edina, as we'll have Grand Rapids and Elk River at 6:30, and then Edina and Eden Prairie, a rematch of the boys Class AA Championship. And you can find all those again right here on MNHockey.tv. Crusaders entering the zone again, as it's Nolan Woodman with it momentarily. Bumped back and now played at the wall. Taken a hold of here by the Eagles as they come up the ice. Here's Connor Smith. Smith into the zone on the backhand in front. Good try there. That was Kyle Heffron for the Eagles. And now back the other way. The Crusaders will advance through center. Here they come into the zone. Here's Matsko. Drops it off. Matsko again on the backhand, missed wide. Eagles keep it in, or the Crusaders rather keep it in. Here's Zins with a drive. That's a pad save there by the goaltender. Now down low once again. Thrown out in front, stick tied up. Good job defensively by Kyle Heffron. Crusaders just keep the line, but they gave it away, as Heffron will play it again. Heffron shoots, missed the net. Will follow up his own rebound here into the left corner. 15:22 to go in the opening frame. Here's a chance right out in front. Oh, off the post. Good chance for the Eagles, but it'll come back the other way. It's Totino Grace. Good offensive zone time early. You can hear our ice mic there right in front of the penalty box area. Long stretch ice pass dumped in by Austin Bernovic for the Eagles. It'll come right back out and be taken at center by Parker Nose. We'll swing it across for Moore. Going back for Nose. He'll bump it back here for Howie Moore. Now up the boards, Crusaders trying to keep it at center. We'll go back into the neutral zone, Howie Moore. And this one will be an icing against St. Cloud Cathedral, so we'll come back down to the other end. 14:43 to go here in period number 1. St. Cloud Cathedral and Totino Grace kicking off the very first ever Catholic Cup Boys Hockey Showcase presented by American Family Insurance. Off the face-off, down low into the corner. Eagles trying to work it into the corner. Good job by Oliver Moore. Got tangled up there on the puck as Bell will move it out through the neutral zone. Moore will fling it back in for the Eagles as St. Cloud Cathedral will go after it. CJ Zins has it back below the goal line as he moves up for Blake Perbix. Perbix with a long extension pass. This one will be out of the reach, though, of Cullen Hiltner, as we'll go back down for another icing here against the Crusaders. Face-off will be to the right here of the St. Cloud Cathedral goaltender. Grant Martin getting the start here today. And the Totino Grace starter is Lachlan Kaiser. Kaiser with a 3-1 record, 2.00 goals against average, and a .919 save percentage here in the early going. Here's a giveaway at the line. Here's Sam Thelen. Thelen will drop it off for Delzer, trying to connect there. Eagles can't keep the zone as Cathedral will move out with it. Right at that wild logo at center ice, the Crusaders enter the zone. They're offsides. Bogenholm just a little bit too early there. So we get the offsides called. Just a couple of minutes gone here. 13:45 to go in this first period. Totino Grace on the season. They are entering at 4-3 on the year. Their 3 losses were to Matamidi, Moundsview, and Hermantown. And of course that Matamidi loss was the first game of the season. It was also a rematch of that Section 4A final where Totino Grace lost to Matamidi. Now here's a chance right into the glove there of the goaltender Martin. That was a 5-4 loss to Matamidi. That was at Totino Grace back on November 30th. But the Eagles have won 3 of 4 since then, including a win over Osseo in their last game. This one will go back out to the St. Cloud Cathedral zone. Try in front there by Cullen Hiltner as it will go up along the boards, just kept in at the line. Down low it'll come as the Eagles will grab possession as they try and move it out. Bounces back around the other way. Parker Nose takes a hold of it. Outlet pass right in front of our ice mic there. The Crusaders trying to get it. Big hit there applied by number 15 for St. Cloud Cathedral, defenseman C.J. Zins. And we'll get a stoppage of play here another time. Again, you're watching the American Family Insurance Catholic Cup Boys Hockey Showcase, the first ever event here at the TRIA Rink, featuring 8 of some of the best Catholic school teams in the state of Minnesota. And you've got St. Cloud Cathedral here, the defending Class A champs, working against Totino Grace as a big wrist shot missed the net. This one will go back out to the St. Cloud Cathedral zone where they'll regroup. John Bell will snag that puck here. Bell along the wall, working here for the Crusaders. That one will go into the glove of Martin, or bounce off rather, as the Crusaders exit the zone. The Eagles send it right back in off the tape there of Austin Bernovic. Now up along the wall once more. In between the wickets of Reed Bogenholm. Up along the wall, Bogenholm able to fire it deep for a moment, but it'll go back for the Eagles. Here's Luke Schroeder. He'll send it in deep, just under 12 to play in the opening frame. Pass connects right at the blue line. Crusaders move it out. Good stick handling work here as they come in. Bogenholm bumped off the puck. Will be sent to the far side where it's retrieved by the Eagles. Sam Thelen with an outlet pass. Nice move up ahead. Here's Delzer into the glove and held onto by Grant Martin. Good opportunity there for Totino Grace. Will to grab a hold of it for the whistle. Off the draw, taken a hold of by the Crusaders as they move it out. Chopped into the zone here by number 27, Blake Perbix. Battle for possession along the far wall. In between the wickets, now the Cathedral Crusaders come up with it down low, chop that in front. Attempting to play that one there was Cullen Hiltner, but taken out by the Eagles. Bumped off a stick, and now played back through center for Delzer, who had a nice move earlier in the game. Fired in there. 11 minutes to go here in the opening frame. Thrown in on goal. Martin able to stick it away to the corner. Bumped off the wall. Bell trying to move it out here for the Crusaders. Stuck along that far wall. Now finally scooped out of there by St. Cloud Cathedral. Now Stephen Golden will send it in off a Crusader. 10:32 to go in period 1. There's a chance right out in front, and Martin making a spectacular glove save. Wow. Great. Looks like we're having a little problem with our scoreboard alignment. We'll see if we can get that fixed as soon as we can here. As here come the Crusaders. Big wrist shot sticked away. Follow-up try in the slot. That was Mac Motzko for the Crusaders. And back out through center now. Taken a hold of by Zins. He'll fling it in deep. Kaiser will escort this one to the corner. Eagles move up with it along the boards. Trying to work their way into the zone, but it'll go back here for CJ Zins. Zins getting a lot of ice time here in the early going for the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders. Now the Eagles have it again. Oliver Moore had it whacked off his stick. Played into the zone. Nice stick work there from Marcus Hort. Hort again now for the Crusaders. Back up to the point. Bell lost it. This one will come back out through the neutral zone where Bell will have to retrace his steps. Cutting inside, Bell lets it float wide. And we get a whistle here. Might be having a penalty here. Maybe a too many men penalty. It does look like that's going to be the case. And so Kyle Heffron looks like he was the one that is going to go to the box. So too many men on the ice for the Totino Grace Eagles, and that will set up the first power play of the game for St. Cloud Cathedral. So still no score here in the early going between St. Cloud Cathedral and Totino Grace. Referee blowing the whistle, saw something there. That scoreboard layout fixed for you there. 9:14 though to go in this first period of play, about halfway through so far. Now down low, St. Cloud Cathedral, their first power play opportunity of the game at the doorstep, trying to work in there was Blake Perbix. Back up to the point. Bell will move it over again on that left side for Ethan Cumming. Cumming had it there for a moment, but taken away as the Eagles will move back out through center. This one's going to be an offsides here against Totino Grace. Up next for Totino Grace, they will be playing in the Hockey for Life Classic at the Dakota Ice Center starting on Thursday the 26th. They'll play Lakeville North, Prior Lake, and St. Thomas Academy. So a pretty good chunk of difficult games there for the Totino Grace Eagles. And of course the Eagles in their first season at the AA level. So getting used to that next level of play really for the Eagles. Crusaders will take a hold of it here as it's Bell back behind the goal line. About a minute and 8 seconds left of power play time. Bell almost had it taken away from him there as a teammate wiped out. Now played up the boards. Perbix trying to grab it there for the Crusaders. Here they come into the zone. Nice job sticking it away there by Kaiser. 50 seconds to go on the power play. Perbix with it. He'll move it up top to the point for Bogenholm. Now Bogenholm again shoots. That one's blocked off the stick there of number 12 for St. Cloud Cathedral. That's Luke Delzer, who's looked good in the early on. 32 to go on the Crusaders power play. Up the ice, into the zone. Motzko around the outside, slowing it down. We'll send it up top. Back to Motzko, and now Bogenholm. And go down low, looking for a man in the corner. Motzko sends it back up for Bogenholm, but that will be out of his reach. So we'll have to go back and retrace his steps here. 5 seconds to go on the Crusaders power play. And so good job by the Eagles killing off the first chance of the game. Fired down low here. Eagles will go after it as it's Luke Schroeder into the corner. Back down low again. Schroeder getting tied up here with a couple of Crusaders players. Pass trying to connect to Heffron. Eagles will bank it right off the boards, and Heffron pick it up. Connecting with Adam Johnson momentarily, and now it'll go right back into that Cathedral offensive zone. 6:40 to go here in the first. Along the wall, Heffron picks it up for Totino Grace, and Connor Smith had it there for a moment. Heffron again lays it off for Jack Gray. Here's Gray into the zone. Gray, and now back out through Cathedral territory. This one will not be an icing, didn't have enough juice on it there as Moore banks it off the wall. Trying to find a man there, Austin Bernavik, that will go right into the hands of the Crusaders. 6:06 to go now in period number 1. Crusaders inside, Nate Warner with it, leaving it off here for Hiltner. It bumped off his stick. Along the wall, down low, the Crusaders trying to work here, get something going. Had a couple of good looks on the power play, now trying to get something started on the even strength chance here. This will be an icing against Totino Grace, so it will go back down the other way. The schedule for St. Cloud Cathedral coming up for them. They will have River Lakes and St. Cloud and Mankato East as part of the Granite City Showcase. And that will be at the Municipal Athletic Complex. That's again one of those holiday tournaments that'll be taking place on the 26th, 27th, and 28th next week. Here's Moore, shot it high off the glass. Now it'll go back out of play here as it went into the bench area. We'll go back down to the other end. And the Crusaders just have the one loss on the year so far, and that was to Warroad 5-2. And Warroad is the top-ranked team right now in Class A. They're actually the only undefeated team right now in Class A. So Warroad Warriors looking good. They're one of 3 undefeated teams in the state. And the other 2, Eden Prairie and Holy Angels. We'll see Holy Angels in our next game here at the TRIA Rink, and Eden Prairie will also be on MNHockey.tv as part of the Edina Holiday Classic tonight. Crusaders snag it here in their own end. Under 5 to play here in this opening frame. Chopped that along the wall here by Stephen Golden, but this one going to be blown dead. It looks like we'll have an offsides call here against St. Cloud Cathedral. Sorry about the delay there. We had our camera come unplugged there for a moment, but we're back to the action here as Heffron going to be blown dead on the offsides. A lot of whistles here early on in this one. We'll have another face-off just outside the zone. To the action here at the Catholic Cup Showcase in downtown St. Paul. Apologies, we had a little bit of technical difficulties with our camera and then the internet here at the TRIA Rink, but we should be good to go at this point. And while you were away, the Totino Grace Eagles did score a power play goal. That one was from Kyle Heffron. So Heffron getting the Eagles on the board first. They are the home team listed on the scoreboards that you might see along the wall. So Eagles strike first. Here's another try for them in the offensive zone. But that one didn't work out. 2:07 now to go in this first period of play between St. Cloud Cathedral and the Totino Grace Eagles. Back back down in Totino Grace territory. Chopped that along the wall. And a Reed Bogenholm in front. Crusaders nearly striking there as the goaltender Kaiser went down for the Eagles. Now back the other way. Totino Grace trying to stay on side here. And the Crusaders pick it up. 2-on-2 back the other way. Here they come. Ethan coming right in on goal. And a nice job by Kaiser to stand tall there. St. Cloud Cathedral, nice job getting inside there. Getting a good scoring chance for St. Cloud Cathedral, who trail 1-0 right now to Totino Grace. Back to the point where it'll go for John Bell as they'll move it down low. Picked up at the face-off circle, held onto at the far wall. In front, backhand, scores! Blake Perbix buries it on the backhand, and the Crusaders have... So Blake Perbix gets the goal, and Cullen Hilton there and Nate Warner will get the assists for the Crusaders. So just like that, a couple minutes later, the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders have tied the game, and here they come again into the zone. Here's Warner again looking for his second point of the game. Can't get anything going there. Now we hit the 1-minute mark here in this first period of play in a 1-1 hockey game. Totino Grace with speed as they come across the line. Here's Oliver Moore. Intercepted at center ice. Taken a hold of once again by Bogenholm. Perbix across the line, trying to go back for Bogenholm. That's tied up and lifted into the zone by the Crusaders. 35 now to go as Totino Grace will have a long outlet pass intercepted at the line by CJ Zins across, and this will be blown dead for an offsides. 27.8 to go in period number 1. Been a good one so far. Goals by Kyle Heffron for Totino Grace and Blake Perbix for the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders. There's a long puck up in the air, gloved down by the Eagles. Played off the glove by Gray. 13.2 seconds to go now in this period. Totino Grace trying to get one here before the break. Whacked at and now picked up by the Crusaders. One last try by CJ Zins as he launches it in on goal. And that will do it for the first period of play at the TRIA Rink in our first ever Catholic Cup Boys Showcase game. Your score after one period, St. Cloud Cathedral 1, Totino Grace 1. Again, those goals, the first one coming from Kyle Heffron for the Eagles, and then it was Blake Perbix for the Crusaders. So we're going to step aside here in just a moment, but just a reminder that our coverage is brought to you by American Family Insurance. You can check them out at amfam.com, and they do a lot of great things here for mnhockey.tv. And again, you can check them out at amfam.com. So stick with us here during the intermission, or don't. You can take a break, step aside. We'll have some ad runs here for you in just a moment. But again, you're watching mnhockey.tv's coverage of the Catholic Cup Boys Showcase. Stay with us. We'll be back for period number 2.
It would break your heart to see what we pull out of here every day. We're out here 5 days a week, 8 hours a day, cleaning up the water.
You guys need some help?
Sure.
Yeah. No way. JJ Watt.
What's up, man?
How's it going?
I don't believe it.
JJ.
Come on.
Thank you, sir.
Look,
Come
on,
on.
man.
Isn't that for me?
Yes, sir.
Thank you,
Sure.
So what are you guys doing out here? What's the whole cleanup about?
Well, we're just doing the right thing. It's a kind of a thankless job. It's out of sight, out of mind. Somebody's got to do it.
What's the dream for the cleanup project?
You know, my dream is for people to think twice before they throw something out.
No problem, boys. I thought I was gonna have to come over there and show you how to do it.
That's not gonna smell good.
Not pleasant. Great play, baby.
What would you do without these guys?
I would be in trouble. I don't know what I would do. These guys are everything to me.
You ever catch anything?
Brackish waters up in here. I've caught castaneted shrimp.
You eat them?
No.
It's been a good day, fellas. I appreciate you guys having me out here. It's eye-opening to see all the trash and everything that you guys pick up.
For me, it's really not just a job, you know, it's a passion.
I appreciate you having me out.
You can swing a mean net, man.
Appreciate you helping us. It was a long, hot day.
You aren't kidding, it's hot.
Talk about it.
Yeah, the heat's a little different than it is on the field.
Wishes and more send me to Disney World.
Hi, my name is Giovanni Lopez, and I was 17 years old when I got diagnosed with the stage 2 testicular cancer.
Hi, my name is Josh, and my wish was for a game room.
My friend got a wish from Wishes and More, and I think Wishes and More is really cool.
We wanted to make the time Emily had as full and as much of a celebration of her life as we could, and Wishes and More helped with that.
Wishes and More isn't a what, it's a who. We are comprised of volunteers and a small staff and supporters who care about the kids in our community and want to do something to make it very special for those kids or to support the families who lose their child. We actually have 3 programs.
Hi, I'm Christy, and my daughters were Abby, Rose, and Sarah Ann. We were introduced to Wishes and More when we were inpatient with Abby at University of Minnesota Children's Hospital. We made the change to have a play set installed in our backyard and have a special reclining swing for Abby that all of her medical equipment could be attached to. And within 10 days it was installed and we were playing on it in our backyard. We were able to use it every day for a full 11 days before Abby passed away.
Josh's wish still continues today because there are so many times where Josh just can't do what everyone else gets to do, and as normal as we try to make his life, it just isn't a normal life. And so when there's birthday parties he can't go to, or when there's been treatment days and he has to miss out on hockey or hockey practice, he goes down into his game room and he turns on that bubble hockey machine and it plays the Star Spangled Banner, and I know that he's in his good place and he's happy down there.
Our memorial program was developed for those very, very sad situations when a child did not survive to experience their wish. We didn't want to just say goodbye. We wanted to show them that we did care. There's no other organization that does that for any families in Minnesota, but we do.
In the fall after Abby had passed away, Sarah started showing some of the same signs that Abby had, and it was very scary. We weren't sure what was going on, and we called our doctors and they examined her right away. They were able to confirm it was the same thing happening to Sarah. We had kind of forgot about our wish application. Things went downhill very quickly. Sarah had passed away, and it was a couple days later and got a call, and Wishes and More was calling to tell us that they were at a memorial for us. Sarah was our little butterfly. She bounced around and never sat still and was always in motion. So Sarah was our little butterfly, and we wanted to build that garden in her memory. Our bench says, "Those we have held in our arms for a little while, we hold in our hearts forever."
You know, that saying almost can be our saying for Wishes and More, because it's the same thing. When we hold these families in our arms for a little while, We actually do hold them forever, Christy. I mean, you know that. We do. We hold them forever and hope that they feel that. And we're so grateful for what you've done in talking about Wishes and More and how brave you are to talk about your girls. Our Scholarship of Hope program was created in order to make sure that every child and every family that came to us knew that we were hopeful and we were looking to their future.
Wishes and More is giving a scholarship of hope to Josh, so the Wish continues to keep on giving. And not only for Josh, but for us as parents who have been through a lot financially with the medical trauma that we've been through with him. It's really nice to know that Wishes and More will still be with us as his future continues.
My wish for Wishes and More was a shopping spree. I really wanted a MacBook. I knew I was heading off to college. I knew I needed a good computer to work. I got my little sister a dress because her 3rd birthday was coming up, so helped my parents out with that and got her a little dress. And I bought my little brother some shoes that they really wanted. And not only did Wishes and More grant me a wish, but they also gave me a scholarship of hope, which was $1,000 towards any college of my choosing. I come from a low-income family, so I knew that I either had to keep working to go to school or find some way to pay for college, and that Scholarship of Hope really helped me out and my family.
You asked who Wishes and More is? Wishes and More is you. It's simply people who care about kids, care about families who are going through some really tough times, and it's our way of wrapping our arms around them and telling them your community cares. We care about what you're going through, and we'll move mountains to do whatever we can for you. That's who Wishes and More is.
He'll be on varsity full time soon.
Yeah, for sure. It's nice to at least know that you're good enough to play.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's good. Listen. Yeah, he told me like a list of all the stuff he has to do. He's like, I gotta go to Pago and Minnetonka, and then I gotta go Braemar, and then here. And I was like, you gotta slow it down, like seriously.
We're like all different locations, so it's hard to
yeah, over there. I know. And he wanted me to come to Edina so that I could do the rest of the Edina Eden Prairie game tonight at 8:30. I was like, no, I'm not driving all the way from here to Edina. Yeah. So, because I live in St. Paul. I live like over in Highland, kind of by the Minneapolis border. And it's like, it would be so far for me to go from St. Paul to Edina.
Isn't there a game here tonight?
There's a game at 7. That's the latest one, yep.
Makes sense.
Yep. ice mic down there, so like you can hear like when the officials talk. It comes like right through the headset. Yeah, it's really cool. Let's see what. Welcome back to the TRIA Rink here in downtown St. Paul. We're getting ready for period number 2 between Totino Grace and St. Cloud Cathedral in game number 1 of the American Family Insurance Catholic Cup Showcase for boys hockey. It's been a good one so far. Both teams with a goal on the scoreboard. For Totino Grace, their goal coming from Kyle Heffron, and for the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders, their goal coming from Blake Perbix. Both of those goals were about a minute apart from each other at about the 4-minute and 3-minute mark remaining in the first. So both late goals in the period. Again, a reminder to stay tuned to MNHockey.tv all day. We've got all sorts of exciting matchups. We'll have a Minnetonka boys game later this evening. We'll have an Edina girls game this afternoon at 3 o'clock, and then we'll round it out with some really good boys hockey. Elk River Grand Rapids at 6:30. And then how about this? Eden Prairie Edina, their first matchup since the state title game last season, and Edina starting to get hot after a slow start to the year. And of course, Eden Prairie is one of 2 undefeated teams left in Class A, AA. So should be an exciting contest between those two. And Pete Wagner and Bart Archer will have the call for that Elk River Grand Rapids game and the Edina Eden Prairie game as well. Here's a knuckleballer shot that goes off the glass. He played down back below the goal line for the Crusaders. Out front, great stop there by Kaiser. Left all alone in front was number 18 and Mac Motzko rather for the Crusaders. Good chance. So here they come into the zone once again. Here's McGinnis around the outside trying to feed it in front off the back end of the net. Now the Crusaders play it back around and chipped out in front. Nobody home for St. Cloud Cathedral, so it'll scoot out of the zone. Good hustle here by Sam Thelen. Thelen back below the goal line all alone as he gets bumped down to the ice. Now picked up here by Heffron. Heffron throws it to the far side where it's gathered in by Adam Johnson. Had it knocked off his stick and played back out through center as the Eagles will have to hustle back after it. Here's Schroeder. He'll bump it back once again. 15:32 to go in this second period rather. Eagles just stay on side. Here's Heffron with a big wrister as it'll echo off the glass. Now back below the goal line again. Heffron, no look backhander intercepted by CJ Zins. Thrown to the far side here. 15-12 to go in the second. Heffron back at it for the Eagles. Now played up by Adam Johnson. It'll be dumped off here by Martin. Crusaders working in the neutral zone here. Good speed on the right side from Hiltner. Hiltner scooting in on the backhand, trying to find a man out in front. Didn't work out. So back for Reed Bogenholm. Bogenholm's pass was intercepted at the line, so he'll go back and pick it up. 14:35 to go in the first. Offsides here as this one's off the glove. A little late shot there coming from Austin Bernovic for the Eagles, getting a little talking to from the referee. Now the Crusaders win the draw and they'll come up into the zone. Good speed wrister, gloved up by Kaiser. Great stop. So we'll watch this one again. Now the Crusaders win the draw and they'll come up into the zone. Good speed wrister, gloved up by Kaiser. Kaiser, excellent job making the stop. Another try right off the draw, fired wide. And taken a hold of now by the Totino Grace Eagles. Here's Parker Nose into the zone as it'll find its way right onto the tape of Oliver Moore, fresh off the bench after a change. Now Gray will send it in. Chopped that at the wall, moved up the boards as the Crusaders have it. Here's Sports on the left side, drops it off. Nice pass, pad save. Well done by Kaiser. How about this puck movement here by the Crusaders? Chopped that at the wall, moved up the boards as the Crusaders have it. Here's Sports on the left side, drops it off. Nice pass, pad save. Well done by. Nice job shutting it down by St. Cloud Cathedral. Off the draw, Eagles trying to move up through center. Pounding a man there was Luke Delzer. Crusaders get it back into the zone. Or Totino rather. Luke Schroeder back behind the goal line. Outlet pass connects with Oliver Moore. Fanned on the shot. Good job by the Crusaders defense to be right there. Now the Perbix line comes back out. This will be an offsides here against St. Cloud Cathedral, as it was Minkinen that wasn't able to hold up there. So we'll do it all over again. To the action here. It's played in the Totino Grace corner. Picked up here by the Crusaders, down low, backhand feed, scores! Nice job burying it that time. It looked like it was Motzko that got it for the Crusaders. Picked up here by the Crusaders, down low, backhand feed, scores! Nice job burying it that time. It looked like it was Motzko that got it. 7 and 4. So the goal will go to Motzko and the assists go to Blake Perbix and John Bell. So the Crusaders make it a 2-1 game. This is their first lead of the game as Totino Grace scored the first goal of the game on the power play, but now Motzko and Perbix have the goals right now for the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders. Totino Grace now at center. They'll fling this one in deep as it'll be picked up here by the Crusaders. Up the boards, Chandler Hendricks trying to work it there. First ice time we've seen from, or it looks like Brandon Hemmer rather, but still first time we've seen Hemmer out on the ice for St. Cloud Cathedral. Now up through center, moved into the offensive zone for the Crusaders. Physical play down low in that right corner. Up the boards, now flung in deep. Totino Grace getting a line change here, as they'll have a couple of forwards coming on the forecheck. Outlet pass connects at center ice. Good speed along the line by Ethan Cumming. Knocked off the puck, and Zins will track it down for the Crusaders. Tapped into the zone. 11:32 here to go in period number 2. Shot deflects into the right corner off the boards. taken a hold of by Hort, trying to throw it back in front and gathered in. Big hit along the wall. Grabbed a hold of here by Totino, and could have been a trip there. No call, though, by the officials as the Eagles enter the zone. Nice move. Bumped off by Oliver Moore. Now Moore picks it up as he works it back to the point. Oh, big hit. Moore got absolutely leveled there. A late hit. And this one is going to be Oliver Moore. Now Moore picks it up as he works it back to the point. Oh, big hit. Moore got absolutely leveled there. But that was a big physical hit, as you see the officials discussing here. It's going to be a boarding call.
5 minute for boarding.
5 minute major for boarding. So that's going to set up a lengthy power play now for the Totino Grace Eagles, who have a chance to get back in the game here. So Totino Grace on the power play here for 5 minutes because of a boarding major penalty assessed to St. Cloud Cathedral. So a lot of time to work with here on this Totino power play. Up the boards, kept in at the line by Brnovic. Brnovic just kept in, and now it'll be reset here by Parker Nose. Nose takes a hold of it now as they'll cycle it back for Heffron. And now Heffron, nice jukes through center. Here's Heffron around the outside with it on the forehand into the corner. Back for Moore. Moore dancing his way in. Holds it on the back end. The feed that time for Brnovic. Still held on to. Now Brnovic for Heffron. At that right point, the shot into the midsection there of Martin, who makes the stop. 55 seconds gone on this Totino power play. Again, because of that major penalty, they can score as many times as they want. It'll still be 5 minutes no matter what. So big chance for them to tie the game and maybe even take the lead if they're lucky. Now worked out of the zone. Good job by Bogenholm. Short-handed rush for the Crusaders. Here's Hiltner. Bumped it off a ref. Now Hiltner again with it in the left corner, putting on the jukes. Hiltner will bank it back out through center. Crusaders killing off some more time here. And go back into the zone. Minkinen will force it deep. 9:35 to go in the second, and 3:33 to go on that major penalty that was assessed to St. Cloud Cathedral CJ Zins. Luke Delzer now into the zone for the Eagles. Delzer around the outside as he gets bumped off the boards. Good job there by Bogenholm. And out through center, it'll come once more. Backhanded by Golden. This will be fired right back down low by the Crusaders as Kaiser will cut it off. Exactly 3 minutes to play on this power play chance for Totino Grace. Oh, look out. Here's a short-handed rush maybe for Perbix, but just couldn't gather it in as it's taken now by the Eagles. Tape-to-tape pass comes through center. Here's Ethan Cumming. Drops it in the slot. All kinds of Cathedral Crusaders there as they'll work it out through the zone. Nate Warner firing it in deep. Down to the corner now as Totino Grace will work it. Nice feed on the tape of Austin Brnovic. Brnovic trying to cut inside here. Finds it in front, and that one missed the net. Heffron picks it up on the right hash. Gets knocked off down to the ice as it's cleared once again. Kaiser coming away out to leave it here for a teammate. Parker Nose on the outlet pass, connects on the right wing side. Gathered in, here's the shot, scores! Heffron with a beauty on the wrist shot power play goal, and the Eagles have tied it up again. Gathered in, here's the shot, scores! Heffron with a beauty on the wrist shot, 2-2.
23 from 9.
So the goal will be Heffron's second of the game, and Parker Nose getting the lone assist. And so big chance for the Eagles to add some more here because of that power play. So they'll come into the zone again. Heffron already with 2 goals, dumps it off. Here's another wrister save there, and the rebound will go to the corner. Back up to the point, move down low here. 1:30 to go on the power play. Heffron holds on to it. Move it back up top. Nose didn't get much on the shot. It's like he was looking for a pass there. And now cleared down the length of the ice by Perbix. Heffron will move it up the ice, off a skate. And so the Eagles will regroup now as Heffron will gather it in. Heffron across the line, a wrist shot deflected, rebound, and they score! It goes in, and the Eagles have made it a 3-2 game with their second power play goal. Rebound, and they score! It goes in, and the Eagles have made it a 3-2 game with their second power.
23.
So that goal will be Jacob Hirschfield for the Totino Grace Eagles. It's Adam Johnson. So Johnson hits the goal, and it's 3 from 23. So the assist going to Heffron, and now Heffron has 3 points so far already. Almost another goal there for the Eagles, but good job in front of the net clearing it out. Here's another wrister that missed the net. 35 seconds to work with on the power play. 6:30 to go in the second. Eagles trying to go again. Good stick save from Martin. Back up to the point. And a shorthanded rush the other way. Here they come. Here's Hiltner all alone. Scores! Cullen Hiltner shorthanded. And the Eagles tie it again. It's 3-3. The other way. Here they come. Here's Hiltner all alone. Scores! Cullen Hiltner short.
I got 6 all alone, and then I got 12, no time serve, 2-minute minor.
So how about that? Cullen Hiltner tying the game unassisted on the goal from him. And so that's a big one that gets this game back to 3 apiece, and it has just been a wild past couple of minutes here at the TRIA Rink in downtown St. Paul. As we've got an exciting one, as now finally Totino Grace back to full strength. They scored 2 power play goals but gave up a shorthanded one, so we still are at 3-3. Now here's a chance on the forehand off the crossbar. Another try for the Eagles that time, as it was Austin Bernovic again. Now down low. Bump to the corner, Reed Bogan home as the Crusaders exit out of the zone. Down low, 5:26 to go in this second period of a exciting game here at the TRIA Rink in the first ever Catholic Cup Showcase. This will be scooped up by Martin as he'll leave it here for a defenseman. Chopped at down low as it'll ride off the stanchion into the right side. Picked up finally by the Eagles. They move it back to the point, held on to by Schroeder. So move it down low. Big physical play going on here in that left corner. And we're gonna have a penalty coming up here. Looks like that official saw something in that scrum. We'll have a hold. Not sure who this is going to be against here, but we'll see who we get. Looks like it's going to be on the Eagles. Luke Delzer will go to the box. So now the Crusaders, after having 5 minutes of power play time, are going to get, or 5 minutes of penalty kill time rather, are going to get a power play of their own here for 2 minutes and a chance to take the lead. But quickly the Eagles will send it down the ice as it's dumped off here by Grant Martin. Now picked up by the Crusaders once more. Ethan Cumming into the zone for St. Cloud Cathedral. Cumming with it. And cleared down once again as Martin will just drop it off. Oh, look out. Almost had some trouble there with the stick. But luckily some defensemen were right there for him as they move up once more. Here's Cumming on the right side. Drops it off for Warner in front. Good job on the stick by Patrick Finley in front. Again, they score! Great feed out in front. And the Crusaders have taken the lead. It's 4-3. By Patrick Finley in front. Again, they score! Great feed out in front. And the Crusaders have taken the lead. It's 4-3.
6 from 27 and 11. 6, 27, 11.
You can hear the official there. That goal will be the second of the game for Cullen Hilton there. And the assist will go to Blake Perbix and Ethan Cumming. That's a power play goal for the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders, who now lead it 4-3. So here we come again. Heffron into the zone looking for the hat trick as he sends it up high. Kept in at the line by Howie Moore, but he gave it away. So now the Crusaders come out again. Great feed. Another try for St. Cloud Cathedrals. They hold on to it down low. Blake Perbix knocked to the ice there. Held on to at ice level and thrown up way in the air, batted down, and the Crusaders will take it again. Nice connection feed with Perbix here across the line. Perbix tried to cut inside and he ran into Kaiser, and that will blow things dead as the net came off there. Perbix got tripped up a little bit, so you can get a bunch of line changes here for both teams. Again, this is game one of the American Family Insurance Catholic Cup Boys Hockey Showcase. We'll have a good one coming up next. Holy Family and Holy Catholic, or excuse me, Holy Family and Holy Angels up next here at the TRIA Rink. And Holy Angels is one of 2 undefeated teams remaining. They are 6-0 along with Eden Prairie. And both of those teams will be in action here today on MNHockey.tv. Eden Prairie will be facing arch rival Edina tonight at 8:30. And that will be an exciting one. It's a rematch of the boys AA championship last year. And of course, Eden Prairie and Edina always entertaining no matter what the circumstances are. Picked up now by the Crusaders as they exit the zone. Long feed connecting up ahead into the zone. Oh, big hit. Sliding hard in the boards there was Nolan Widman. And things starting to get a little chippy back below the net there as some late pushes and shoving going on. Not sure if we're going to have any power plays here. Well, we shall see. .239 to go in the second period here, though. 4-3 lead for the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders. The defending Class A champs who won their very first ever championship last year. There's a drive from Bell at the point, held on to in the midsection by the goaltender Kaiser. Down low, Eagles with it as they look to move up out of the zone. A shot from the point blocked by a teammate. Another wind up and held on to momentarily there by the goaltender. stoppage here, 2:02 to go in this second period. The other games that we have, I mentioned the Holy Family and Holy Angels game. That one estimated start time about 2 o'clock. And then we will have Cretin-Derham Hall and Benilde St. Margaret's at 4:30, and then St. Thomas Academy in Hill Murray, and that will be at 7. And that will be our nightcap here at the TRIA Rink. But those are all really, really good games, and they each kind of have their own intriguing facts about them. And Holy Family, Holy Angels, you've got Holy Angels undefeated, trying to make some moves in AA this year. Pat Griswold has done just a terrific job with that team in building them back up to in the AA rankings for the first time in 6-8 years is what I was hearing. So it's been a while since Holy Angels has been ranked in the Let's Play Hockey rankings. And then Cretin-Derham Hall, Benilde St. Margaret's, you've got, of course, Matt Gleason for Cretin-Derham Hall, who will be playing at Colorado College. He's playing with a couple of teammates, Nate Schweitzer of Benilde St. Margaret's, also a future Colorado College Tiger. And it will also be the first time Cretin-Derham Hall and Benilde St. Margaret's have met since the historic upset that Cretin had over Benilde way back in the 2016 section semifinals when Benilde was undefeated up to that point. Here's Perbix with a drive over and a pad save there from Kaiser. Under a minute to play in the period as Bell has it for the Crusaders. Up the boards, banked off the glass along the line. Eagles trying to even it up. Here's a chance, and they just missed at the back door as they were looking for Adam Johnson. 30 to go in the period. Whacked off the stick there of Nate Warner. Here's a try again for the Crusaders. All kinds of bodies in front of the net. Pad saved by Kaiser. Sent to the far wall and taken a hold of by Heffron, who's got 2 goals and an assist today. Heffron cutting inside. Nice move and a stop there by the goaltender Martin. Good job holding it up. Have a face-off here just to the left of our goaltender Grant Martin for St. Cloud Cathedral. 8.8 seconds. Quick shot off the draw was blocked. Be fired right back into the zone and played here by Heffron. 1.5 seconds to go in this second period of play, and then we'll take a intermission break. Face-off will be coming, looks like, into the Totino zone. So here we go. One last try off the draw, and that will do it for the second period. A wild one as the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders have a 4-3 lead over the Totino Grace Eagles. It was 1-1 after 1, but we've got a good one here brewing for period number 3. The goals so far for St. Cloud Cathedral, they've got one from Perbix, they've got a goal from Mac Motzko, and then the last 2 were scored by Cullen Hiltner. So that's the goals right now for St. Cloud Cathedral. And then Heffron has 2 goals for Totino Grace, and then the last goal for the Eagles was scored by Adam Johnson. So those are your goal scores so far in this one at the TRIA Rink, but a good one so far. 4-3 lead for the Crusaders. So stick with us. We're going to take our second intermission break. You're watching MNHockey.tv's coverage of the Catholic Cup Showcase. We'll be right back for period 3.
I think that being in a sport, it has built into it the concept that we are going to face a challenge. When we do sport the right way, we are teaching values. We're teaching kids how to be hard workers. We're teaching kids how to be courageous, to be fearless. Dynamites, because we have a focus on whole life youth development, physical, academic, social and spiritual excellence, we get that we're trying to develop people to be whole people. And I think that when you combine that mission with sport, I think you naturally get that. We have programs in each of those 4 areas. We have ice hockey for physical excellence. Academic excellence includes academic support like one-on-one tutoring. We have a summer academic camp. Social excellence includes our big community service project, Greg Carroll Learn to Skate, and also we're faith-based. So when kids are old enough, they have the choice to go to summer camp, kind of that traditional summer church camp. Every kid in the program has multiple mentors. If they're in tutoring, they have a very special mentor that's just their very own. And then of course the hockey coaches are mentors, and of course all the staff are mentors too. We have a very high retention rate. Dynamite's high school graduation rate over 20 years is 85%. And over the last 5 years, 96% have graduated, which is really significant because right now Minneapolis Public Schools is reporting that their graduation rate is 53%. So that, I think, is another measure that shows that Dynamite is working. Being a faith-based organization, I think we're able to say things that are really powerful sometimes. You might say to the kids, like, we're gonna do some hard things today, and we want you to remember we can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. A few minutes later, we might be asking them to do that hard thing, and you got heads down and panting, and remind them, remember, you have strength. God's given you the strength to do this. You have the strength that you need inside you right now. They might even remember the moments where they began to believe that, where they began to believe, I should be fearless. Only believe, do not fear.
Wishes and more send me to Disney World.
Hi, my name is Giovanni Lopez, and I was 17 years old when I got diagnosed with the stage 2 testicular cancer.
Hi, my name is Josh, and my wish was for a game room.
My friend got a wish from Wishes in War, and I think Wishes in War is really cool.
We wanted to make the time Emily had as full and as much of a celebration of her life as we could, and Wishes and More helped with that.
Wishes and More isn't a what, it's a who. We are comprised of volunteers and a small staff and supporters who care about the kids in our community and want to do something to make it very special for those kids or to support the families who lose their child. We actually have 3 programs.
Hi, I'm Christy, and my daughters were Abby, Rose, and Sarah Ann. We were introduced to Wishes and More when we were inpatient with Abby at University of Minnesota Children's Hospital. We made the change to have a play set installed in our backyard and have a special reclining swing for Abby that all of her medical equipment could be attached to. And within 10 days it was installed and we were playing on it in our backyard. We were able to use it every day for a full 11 days before Abby passed away.
Josh's wish still continues today because there are so many times where Josh just can't do what everyone else gets to do. And as normal as we try to make his life, it just isn't a normal life. And so when there's birthday parties he can't go to, or when there's been treatment days and he has to miss out on hockey or hockey practice, he goes down into his game room and he turns on that bubble hockey machine and it plays the Star Spangled Banner, and I know that he's in his good place and he's happy down there.
Our memorial program was developed for those very, very sad situations when a child did not survive to experience their wish. We didn't want to just say goodbye. We wanted to show them that we did care. There's no other organization that does that for any families in Minnesota, but we do.
In the fall after Abby had passed away, Sarah started showing some of the same signs that Abby had, and it was very scary. We weren't sure what was going on, and we called our doctors and they examined her right away. They were able to confirm it was the same thing happening to Sarah. We had kind of forgot about our wish application. Things went downhill very quickly. Sarah had passed away, and it was a couple days later and got a call, and Wishes and More was calling to tell us that they were at a memorial for us. Sarah was our little butterfly. She bounced around and never sat still and was always in motion. So Sarah was our little butterfly, and we wanted to build that garden in her memory. Our bench says, "Those we have held in our arms for a little while, we hold in our hearts forever."
You know, that saying almost can be our saying for Wishes and More, because it's the same thing. When we hold these families in our arms for a little while, we actually do hold them forever, Christy. I mean, you know that. We do. We hold them forever and hope that they feel that. And we're so grateful for what you've done in talking about Wishes and More, and how brave you are to talk about your girls. Our Scholarship of Hope program was created in order to make sure that every child and every family that came to us knew that we were hopeful and we were looking to their future.
Wishes and More is giving a scholarship of hope to Josh, so the wish continues to keep on giving. And not only for Josh, but for us as parents who have been through a lot financially with the medical trauma that we've been through with him. It's really nice to know that Wishes and More will still be with us as his future continues.
My wish for Wishes and More was a shopping spree. I really wanted a MacBook. I knew I was heading off to college. I knew I needed a good computer to work. I got my little sister a dress because her 3rd birthday was coming up, so helped my parents out with that and got her a little dress. And I bought my little brother some shoes that they really wanted. And not only did Wishes and More grant me a wish, but they also gave me a scholarship of hope, which was $1,000 towards any college of my choosing. I come from a low-income family, so I knew that I either had to keep working to go to school or find some way to pay for college, and that scholarship of hope really helped me out and my family.
You asked who Wishes and More is? Wishes and More is you. It's simply people who care about kids, care about families who are going through some really tough times, and it's our way of wrapping our arms around them and telling them your community cares. We care about what you're going through, and we'll move mountains to do whatever we can for you. That's who Wishes and More is.
Welcome back to the TRIA Rink here in downtown St. Paul. We're just getting ready for period number 3 between the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders and the Totino Grace Eagles. Really good game so far through 2 periods. The Crusaders lead it 4-3. It's been a back and forth battle all game long. Totino had a lead at 1 point, and then Cathedral, we've played a lot of 1-1, 2-2, 3-3 kind of hockey the whole way through. But that go-ahead goal for St. Cloud Cathedral was scored by Cullen Hiltner, and he's got 2 of the 4 so far for the Crusaders. So he is looking good so far in this one. And for Cullen Hiltner, that's goals number 4 and 5 on the year that he scored. So that makes him, looks like he's got an assist as well. So he's got 3 points so far today, bringing his point total up from 12 to 15 at the moment. And of course, that's just through 2 periods of play here at the TRIA Rink. Again, if you're just joining us, St. Cloud Cathedral is in those blue and yellow sweaters, moving from right to left, and Totino Grace is in the white, moving from left to right. So that's where we stand. And here we go, underway for our 3rd and final period here of Game 1 of the Catholic Cup Showcase, Totino Grace and St. Cloud Cathedral. Here's a chance early, but this one going to be blown dead. Not sure what we had called. Looks like offsides against the Eagles, so we'll have a face-off outside the zone. Crusaders win the draws. They'll move it up and back out. Nice tic-tac-toe passing here as it's moved up by Bogenholm, and now a drop pass in the slot, chopped at there, sticked away by the goaltender Kaiser. Now back the other way come the Eagles. Into the zone, Oliver Moore with a chance. Oh, big wrister there. Looked like it was Luke Delzer on the shot attempt. Now whacking away, the Crusaders move out through center, intercepted by Howie Moore. Delzer picks it up on the left hash. Delzer with a nice feed in the slot. Backhander chopped at there. They were looking for Oliver Moore on that opportunity. So now the Eagles will get a couple of changes here and regroup. Off the stick. This will go down the length of the ice for an icing against the Crusaders. Again, stick with us throughout the day here at mnhockey.tv. We've got 8 total games on the docket, and we'll have our next one coming up at 2 o'clock, Holy Family, Holy Angels. And then we've got an Edina girls game at 3 against North Wright County. All kinds of good hockey. Edina Holiday Classic tonight. And of course, we'll have a Minnetonka game as well. And some really, really good hockey here as well this afternoon. Holy Family, Holy Angels, CDH and Benilde St. Margaret, and then our nightcap of St. Thomas Academy and Hill Murray. So good stuff all day long on mnhockey.tv. It's the place to be if you're a high school hockey fan. Here come the Eagles into the zone. Johnson with the shot into the glove there of the Cathedral goaltender. The numbers for Grant Martin coming into the day today, he is 5-1 on the year. He's played every single game so far. 1.94 goals against average and a .918 save percentage. So not used to giving up 3 goals through 2 periods when that goals against average is under 2. Very solid numbers for Grant Martin on the year so far. It'll be Bell picking it up, moving it up the boards. Crusaders have it knocked down as they try and exit the zone. Fanned on the clearing attempt. And now St. Cloud Cathedral able to move it out. Picked up at the line as they come into the zone. Feed out in front, and they were looking for Perbix at the back door that time. Or rather, it looked like Braden Balfans on the back door. Now a big collision along the wall results in that loose puck into the corner for Jack Gray. Up along the boards as Gray will find it again. He'll leave it here. And Eagles trying to connect on an outlet pass. It'll find its way through center ice where the Crusaders pick it up. 14:29 to go in period number 3. Icing call here against the Crusaders, so back into their end. But the Crusaders are once again going to be favored, at least among the top few teams, to be in the thick of things again in the state tournament title hopes. And they were ranked number 1 to start the year, but that title now belongs to Warroad, who is a perfect 7-0 on the year so far. And those two teams played each other early on in the year. Here's a chance for the Cathedral. They score! Blake Perbix with a wrist shot. And it is a 5-3 lead for the Crusaders.
From 18-8, 27-18-8.
So the goal is Perbix from, looks like Motzko and Nate Warner. So all those players are having multi-point games for the Cathedral Crusaders. And Perbix now has 4 points. Here's a turnover. Again, scores! Blake Perbix again. That's the hat trick, and it's 6-3. Blake Perbix is on a tear here this afternoon, as he's got 3 goals to complete the hat trick and an assist as well. So that one, and it makes it a 6-3 game with still 14 minutes to play. Here's another try and a good stop by Kaiser. That time rebound loose, and it just fluttered in the crease there. And finally, momentarily moved out by Totino and now fired into the glove of Kaiser. But goodness, the Crusaders pouring it on here, specifically Blake Perbix, making things interesting. So Perbix had the first goal of the game for the Crusaders, and now he has the last 2. So 3 goals, 1 assist so far for Perbix on the 4 goals, as Totino now down by 3, looking for any sort of help. That one fought off by Martin into the corner. Now the Crusaders move it up the ice. And taking a hold of, held on to momentarily, and dumped in on the backhand there by Nolan Woodman. Down low. Woodman will pick it up here at the right hash. Trying to go at the back door that time for Ethan Cumming. Now Woodman again picks it up, going back below the goal line. Here's Gray moving it out. Intercepted at the line. Cathedral comes into the zone once again. Around the outside, thrown in on the pad of Kaiser, and he'll hang on for the stoppage. 12:52 to go. So a reminder of that upcoming schedule for the Crusaders. If they hang on and win here today, they'll move to 6-1 on the year. And they'll have River Lakes, St. Cloud, and Mankato East in the Granite City Showcase. And that will be at the Municipal Athletic Complex, 26th, 27th, and 28th. It's a big weekend for those holiday tournaments, and we'll have quite a few of them here on mnhockey.tv as well. And then they'll have a showdown with Hermantown, and then Andover after that. So a couple of really tough games for Cathedral after the River City Showcase, or the Granite City Showcase rather. And looking at the remaining schedule, they'll have East Grand Forks, Little Falls, Mahtomedi, Moorhead, Wayzata down the road. So some difficult games for St. Cloud Cathedral, some of those top-ranked teams in Class A. But they only have that one blemish to Warroad on the record so far this year. So they've been looking good. Eagles into the zone, wrister into the glove there off the stick of the goaltender Martin. So he'll hang on for the stoppage. Up next, again on MN Hockey TV, we'll have Holy Family and Holy Angels, the Battle of the Holies, coming up next, as Bart Archer will be joining me for that game. Excited to have him in the booth. And then Bart will be moving over to Edina tonight for the Elk River Grand Rapids game, and then Edina and Eden Prairie tonight. Here's a chance out in front off the post, and it's blown dead by the official. I think the net might have just come off its moorings there. So 11:40 to go in this third. Cathedral scoring a couple of quick ones, both by Blake Perbix. And he's got 3 of the 6. Here's a try at the side again for Blake Perbix. And picked off there. Now banked off the boards and out through center, where it's gathered by the Crusaders. Blake Perbix has been having a heck of a game right now for the Crusaders. 4 points on the night. Here he is again. Perbix shot blockered away off the blocker there of Kaiser. Now back below the goal line, Totino having trouble here in this third period. Again, here's Perbix. Nice dish and a great save by Kaiser. Now around the outside again, another pad stop by Kaiser. And the net comes off once more. Goodness. Crusaders looking for goal number 7. They are out for blood here in this third period. As we'll get a line change as it's played now to the corner. And off the glass. Eagles get it down the ice. And blown dead for the icing. 10:50 to go now in the third. Up next for Totino Grace, again, they will be in the Hockey for Life Classic. A lot of good games there at the Dakota Ice Center. And they will play Lakeville North, Prior Lake, and it looks like St. Thomas Academy in the third game. So some really good AA schools for Totino Grace that they play. Of course, this is their first year at the AA level. There's Bogenholm working it into the zone. Picked up below the goal line here by Finley. Moves it up on the right side as they come into the zone. And Gray had it knocked off his stick. Play to the corner. Good to see Bart Archer in the house getting ready for game number 2. He'll be on the call here with me for that one. Now the Crusaders pick it up. Into the zone they come. And down low, Bell will pick it up and still cycle it down low. Thrown out in front, but picked off there. And long extension pass complete. Here they come into the zone. Eagles, nice backhand pass, and that one sticked away off the glass. Off the shot there from Sam Thelen. Down low once again. 9:40 to go here in the third. Eagles keep the zone. Good job by Oliver Moore. The shot on goal and held on to by the goaltender Grant Martin. Martin has looked good today despite the 3 goals allowed. Face-off will be to his left here, and it will be Oliver Moore to take the draw for the Eagles. Moore able to win it back to the point where it's just kept in at the hash. Down low, now back up to the point. Big wrister there on the windup. Held on to again. That was Parker Nose with the shot. The defenseman Nose has 2 goals and 5 assists for a total of 7 points so far this season. And he's actually add 1 more assist to that total because he did pick up an assist on that first Totino goal. Hanging on to it now is Moore, working it back to the point. And we're trying to go to the back door again for Moore, but it'll be played along the wall here. And picked up by Nose on the far side, or rather the Crusaders. Nose just snaps it in on the knuckleballer, held on to by Martin. Now the Crusaders, penalty coming up here. We'll see who this one's against. Looks like it's going to be against the Crusaders. And so Totino in desperate need of a power play or any sort of chance is going to get a chance to go on the power play here. Looks like an interference call on Josh Minkinen. So big opportunity now for Totino. They need a lot of goals here in a hurry, as Heffron just keeps the line. Moore trying to hang on to it. Now it's stripped away. Here they come on the breakaway. Here's Warner all alone, and we got a penalty coming up here. We'll see if we get a shot. And it looks like it's just going to be the one penalty. So no shot for Warner, but we are going to have a penalty, so that will negate the power play for Totino Grace. It's a slashing call on Heffron. So we will play 4-on-4 for 1:46, and then we'll have a brief power play for St. Cloud Cathedral. So a lot of open ice now with that 4-on-4. And Totino Grace moves it up the ice. Here they come into the zone. This shot missed the net as it bounces off the boards. Long pass connects with Perbix. Here's Perbix waiting, dropping it. Warner shoots, save there. Great job by the goaltender Kaiser. Warner was looking for another opportunity there. Great feed from Blake Perbix, who has 3 goals and 1 assist so far for the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders. That is a good game, Bart Archer. Down low it'll go. Picked up here by the Eagles back below the goal line. Golden had it stripped away. Good job by the Crusaders. Around the outside they go. Flipped up on goal, where it's turned aside by Kaiser. Intercepted at the line. Good keep. Forced to the corner. And finally whacked up to the point. Howie Moore can't get it out. There's a nifty little move there, and the pass across didn't work out as they try and jam it in at the doorstep. That's Ethan Cumming, who's been good today. Cumming has an assist on the 3rd goal for the Crusaders. Inside again, Bell on the backhand turned aside. Bell picks up his own rebound and forces it to the point. Now stripped away, and here come the Eagles, back the other way. Big wrister scores! That's a 4-on-4 goal, and the Eagles are back within 2.
Can I just get a new one? Can I just get a new one? From 9.
So Thelen from Parker Nose on the scoring for Totino Grace, and Nose picks up his 2nd assist of the game. So back to a 2-goal game here with 7:16 to go. Makes things a little bit more interesting, but St. Cloud Cathedral has been in control for all of this 3rd period as they come again. Here's Warner dancing his way in, sticked away by Kaiser. Tell you what, this St. Cloud Cathedral team knows how to move the puck well. Here's Delzer trying to cut inside, kept in at the line. Eagles trying to strike again. Swings it across. Here's Johnson, that one's blocked. And now moving it out. Here comes Warner. Warner back the other way. Warner drops it off. Here's the big windup, sailing off the glass and back out to the neutral zone for CJ Zins. Zins will swing it across for Bogenholm and up the boards across the line. Perbix trying to get nifty. Wrister blocked on the follow-up try. Now Perbix below the goal line. In front off the skate there of Warner, who tries to tuck it in on the left side. Whacking away in the corner now, 6:08 to go in this 3rd period. 6-4 lead for St. Cloud Cathedral. Continuing to whack away here in the corner, finally picked up by Perbix. Now Perbix trying to feed it to the right side. Warner at that right point. Delayed, and now Perbix will pick it up. Perbix just kept the line, and now taken away by Heffron. Heffron has got 2 of the 4 goals so far for Totino. Now drop pass, Warner dishes it off to Perbix, who had to reach and glove that one down. Totino having a hard time getting this puck out as they can't get it. Here's Warner, handcuffed there, and worked out of the zone for Heffron. Here's Heffron trying to work his way inside, and he scores! Oh, what a goal! Heffron somehow snuck that by, and it's 6-5. All of a sudden, we have a very interesting scenario as we're back to a one-goal game. Heffron from Delzer on the goal. So Heffron now has a goal of his own. So Heffron gets the hat trick, and Blake Perbix also has one for St. Cloud Cathedral. So player from each team with the hat trick. And all of a sudden, we've got a good one. 5:07 to go in this third period. What's turned out to be a really, really entertaining start to this Catholic Cup showcase presented by American Family Insurance. And we'll have Bart Archer joining me on the call for the Holy Family, Holy Angels game. 4:52 to go. In this period, a one-goal game. Crusaders trying to get that insurance goal back. Thrown out in front. Big windup at the point, and that one missed the net. Held in by CJ Zins for the Crusaders. Down low. And moved up out of the zone. Great job along the wall. Picked up. Zins knocked to the ice. Eagles have it in the offensive zone. Taking a hold of now up the wing as the Crusaders look to exit the zone. Off a stick, intercepted here by Finley. So swinging across. Crusaders pick up that change at center. Here comes Bell with speed. Bell shoots, save, rebound, cleared out of there. Still in the slot, follow-up try, loose and sweep to the corner. Great job in front there by Patrick Finley. Now back the other way. Sam Thelen trying to cut in, didn't work out for him. And so wristed, big hit there along our ice mic near the glass there on the boards. Along the wall, and now moved out by the Crusaders through the neutral zone. Here they come. Tied up there was Hort. Hort trying to feed it in front, whacking away as that loose puck sits in the crease. Now finally exited by Totino. 3:28 to go. Crusaders hanging on to a one-goal lead. They did lead this game 6-3 at one point. And it turns out Bart Archer is just the good luck charm for the Totino Gray Seagulls because they've scored twice since he's come. Crusaders move it down low. Heffron picking it up for the Eagles as they move it back out through center. Wristing it in, and Kaiser will sail it to the corner. 3 minutes remain now on the clock. Still some time for the Eagles to try and get that tying goal. But they have come a long way already after being down 6-3. Here's Heffron looking for a redirect in front, searching for Johnson that time. Now Perbix will dish it off for Warner, but it's intercepted by the Eagles. Here's Heffron back the other way. Heffron loads it up off the mask and into the corner as Johnson will move it for Heffron. Right there, and it's off the tape. That time, good opportunity again for the Eagles. And they'll accidentally swing this one down to the other end as Kaiser will come out to play it. 2:20 to go in this third period. Picked up at the line. Here come the Crusaders again, trying to work their way into the zone. Bumped off the puck. Moore tried to get it up. And finally gathered in here by Darby Jones. Into the corner it comes. Connor Smith working along the wall. Jones gave it away at the line. Here's Perbix. Winds up that wrister, shoots wide. Kaiser snags it off the wall. And that will get us a whistle here with 1:56 to go in this third period. 6-5 lead for the the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders. See if we get a timeout from either of these teams here momentarily, or a pulled goalie for Totino once they get it out of the zone. Crusaders win the draws. The wrist shot was blocked. Follow-up try also blocked again into the corner. 1:48 to go. Totino needs to get this puck out of the zone so that they can get Kaiser off. Nice outlet pass along the wing. Thelen comes into the zone in the right corner now. We'll keep an eye on the goaltender Kaiser. Up along the wall, whack that. Crusaders able to muscle it out of the zone. Great work there along the wall by Nolan Widman. Eagles pick it up again, 1:22 to go. As here they come into the zone, and here's Delzer around the outside. Delzer throws it out in front and snagged there by the goaltender Martin. So 1:14 to go. We'll see, and we are going to get a timeout here by Totino Grace. It's the right call, and we will step aside here for just a moment. When we come back, we'll have the final 1:14 between Totino Grace and St. Cloud Cathedral. Did Pete tell you Mike is bringing your mic? Okay. I don't think so. I'll give him a... I know, that's what I was going to say. I know.
Before, forget about it.
This has been a great game. You've missed it. You didn't want to do 4 games, I see. I'm kidding. I know. I know. No, please. We've got the ice mic today. So when you hear the score, they say 27 from 8 and 6. You'll hear it perfect right in your ears. Yeah. Right. Back here at the TRIA Rink in downtown St. Paul. A good one brewing here as it's a 6-5 lead for the St. Cloud Cathedral Crusaders. Trying to hold on in this battle against the Totino Grace Eagles. The Crusaders led 6-3 with just under 8 to play. And then that's when the comeback began for Totino Grace. So empty net, and Warner will try and seal the deal here. He's got to work around a defenseman. And Warner, that's blocked and picked up below the goal line here by Parker Nose. Nose finds his man up the boards. Here they come. Feed right out in front. That one just missed the tape. Perbix has it on the tape as he'll go down low. Backhanded out in the slot, nobody home. Big wind up, and that one missed the net. And this one will come back out through the zone where it's picked up by Moore. Taken a hold of now by John Bell, 38 to go. Bell just missed. This will be a tip, no ice. So Parker Nose will have to retrieve it here for the Eagles. Nose connects at the line, and they gave it away. Delzen, and that will do it. The empty netter sealing the deal right there. And the Cathedral Crusaders are going to hang on, albeit it got interesting at the end. So Warner will get the goal.
Eight unassisted.
Nate Warner with the empty net goal. And Warner will finish with 3 points on the day, a goal and 2 assists here with 20 seconds to go. So St. Cloud Cathedral going to keep their winning streak rolling here. They have now won 4 in a row, if I'm not mistaken, after today's win. Made things interesting for sure, but that will do it. Or excuse me, 5 in a row for the Crusaders as they hang on and win 7-5 over the Totino Grace Eagles here at the TRIA Rink in Game 1 of the Catholic Cup Showcase presented by American Family Insurance. So great game here this afternoon. All kinds of scoring in the second and third periods as St. Cloud Cathedral comes away with a 7-5 win. So stick with us. We're going to have Holy Family and Holy Angels coming up, the Battle of the Holies, as Bart Archer will join me for that one. Looking forward to it. So we'll have that one at approximately 2 o'clock or in about 40 minutes or so from now. So stick with us. Thanks for joining us here for the Catholic Cup Showcase, and we hope to see you here at 2 o'clock for Holy Family and Holy Angels. For Cindy Henches on camera, I'm Matt Harrington saying so long from the TRIA Rink.